Welcome to another lesson with me, Rex Pearson from rexpearson.com. Hope you guys are doing alright. I've got a really cool song for you guys. It's just been released as of today. It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers' new song, The Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie. Really cool tune, and it's actually a really good one for beginners, which is pretty surprising because normally the Red Hot Chili Peppers come up with some pretty complex stuff. So this is a really good one for your open position chords. Really nice, cool strumming pattern. And if you want to branch out into the lead section, it really makes a lot of use of the bend. So you need to make sure that you've got your bends really accurate, otherwise it's going to sound really sloppy. So we're going to do some work on the lead part, and we're also going to cover the chords. So first up, we're going to look at the verse section and the chorus from a rhythm guitar perspective. Then we're going to look at the lead guitar, and then I'm going to give you some hints and tips if you want to do some improvisation or do some extra little bits on the top. So let's start with the verse and the chorus. Okay, so the verse swaps between two chords, and they're both, if you follow my beginner guitar course at rexpearson.com, you'll know that they are both open position chords, and they're ones that you learn, or you should learn, at the very beginning of playing. You've got an E minor. Let me change my pickup. You've got an E minor there, and you've got a C major. Those two chords, you need to be very comfortable changing between those two. You need to be really comfortable with that. There's no pivot point between E minor and C major if you've learned them properly. Don't worry about that. It makes the change a little bit more difficult than if there was a pivot point there, but you should be really comfortable with these open position chords if you're attempting this song. If not, head to the beginner guitar course and you can cover everything you need to know for free over at rexpearson.com. So, the important thing is the strumming pattern, which is what I'm going to teach you first, and then we're going to put the chords over the top. So let's try that right now. Okay, we're going to build up the strumming pattern one piece at a time. The first part, and I'm going to use the E minor here just to hold the chord while I'm showing you this, sounds like this. You're going to do a down, 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 up. So you've got down, 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 up. That's the first part of the strumming pattern. The next part is another down up with two downs. So you've got, try and practice that strumming pattern on its own, just on a really comfortable chord. I'm playing it really slowly there for you so you can follow the hand movements. You've got down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. You're missing one downstroke in there, which will feel a little bit uncomfortable. That's when you go you've got the down, 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 up. You do the downstroke, but you're not actually hitting the strings. You might lightly touch them, but you're not trying to bring out the notes. You're just pulling it down there so you can get that upstroke on the way back down, on the way back up. So you've got that down, 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 up, down. After that, you've just got two downstrokes. And then you've got a little bit on the end, a down up. And then you repeat the strumming pattern from the very start. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And that is the strumming pattern for all of the verse sections. When you repeat, each time you repeat, you're going to change chords. So you're going to have to be very quick because you've got that quick down up stroke before you're changing from E minor to C major. And you've got to be ready on your C major for that downstroke when you're going to repeat the strumming pattern again. One little tip that I want to give you guys to do with the strumming pattern is, and don't forget this tip and many more are going to be in the mastery pack, which you can find in the link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube, or you'll see the banners on the website above, which will have all of the chords, all of the tab, all of the hints and tips, little secret bits that I haven't put in this video, just everything you need to hand so you can print it off and have it in front of you and learn the song perfectly. But here's one tip for you guys. When you're changing between these two chords, you want to try and do as much palm muting in the spaces where you're not strumming. So whenever you've got a little bit of time, try and dampen the strings as much as possible. You don't want you want to make sure that this palm muting is working overtime so that you can, because you're going for a sort of funk feel about it, because the Red Hot Chili Peppers really like that sort of funk guitar thing. You've got to make sure you're trying to replicate that as much as possible, and it's pretty musical if you can. So it should sound something a bit like this. Especially on the first strum of each pattern, you want to make sure you mute it off. So then you get that sort of stop-start. And that, guys, is the verse. E minor to C major, and that strumming pattern. Make sure you practice the strumming pattern in isolation. So the chorus then is the next chords we need to worry about. Now the strumming pattern is very simple. It's going to be 2 palm mutes, 2 loud. I say loud, but it's just hitting the strings without a palm mute. Line up in an open position G major, do 2 bass notes with a bit of palm muting, and then 2 loud. So you've got, that's what you want to get into the pattern of. Remember to slow it down at any point if you find any of this difficult, because you need to work at your own speed and gradually speed it up rather than trying to attempt it at performance tempo straight away. Slow it right down. Okay, so we've moved through the following chords. You've got G major, E minor, G major again, E minor, then we move to C major. Next one is a little bit different. It's a G major, but you want to make sure, if you line up on a G major, that you bring out the note you're playing with your first finger, which is on the 2nd fret on the A string. That's the note you want to bring out, not the bass note of the G. So you've got to be very careful with the picking hand to try and hit the A string, not the usual E string, because you want to get this C major, like a descending bass line. So you've got that chord next, then we go to A minor, D major. And throughout the chorus, you repeat those chords. G major, E minor, G major, E minor, C major, G major, but bring out the extra note there, A minor, D major. That, guys, is the chorus. Remember the strumming pattern? Down, down, open, open, the whole way through. All the way through that chorus, and it'll sound really cool. Alright, next thing we're going to be working on is the lead part, where we're going to look at the bends that are involved, and we're going to make sure that we're playing them accurately, because if not, it's going to sound really bad. Whenever you're dealing with bends, you've got to make sure you hit the target note, and I'm going to tell you about that in this next section.